Morning. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Our chart is loading up here. The chart is loading up. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys doing well. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. Yes. All right. So, how's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday. All right. There we go. All right. So, now that we're chilling, that we're doing our thing, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going.
Let's get a share party.
A share party. There we go. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's get ourselves all set up here. Got ourselves a lovely bit of setting up to do over here. But yeah, what you guys been up to? How you guys been since yesterday? You guys have a good day yesterday. Hope you guys have a greater day today. An even better one. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see here. Yeesh. All right. Boom. Yeesh. Here we go. All right. All right. Getting ourselves all set up here. How's your guys' day going? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know how you guys are doing. Yes, sir. All right. DBO Boss, can you do me a favor? Grab me some water.
Grab me some water.
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 It's a water.
Water.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's get that share party rocking.
Yeah, let's get that share party going, ladies and gentlemen.
Share.
Let's share it up.
Get some likes on there.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Yeah. As of now, looks like we are trying to get this thing all set up over here. Boom. Oh, there we go. Finally. Finally, the chart's working. Yeah. All right. The chart's all set up here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get ourselves set up over here. Boom. Yeesh. All right. All right. Thank you, DBO Moms. Uh-huh.
Ooh, you got your screen up.
Yeesh.
The screeny weeny.
The screeny weeny, exactly. Uh-huh. Yes. My this screen is working. It's working. All right. So we got
those
that.
tickers in the chat.
Yes, let's get those tickers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get tickers in the chat.
Little tickaroons.
Yes, tickeroons. Let's get them. Let's get them tickers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. All right. There we are. All set. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. There we go. Getting ourselves all sorts of set up. Come on now. There we are. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright. Beautiful. We're live on the YouTubes. Yes, we are. Let's check the x.com. Yep, live there. Good, good. Alright. Set up, all set up. Alright. Twitch. Let's get our stuff set up there. Okay. Facebook. Ish, come on. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's get ourselves all set. Alright. Alright. Alright, let me get this. Alright. This is over here. Alright, there we go. Alright. All set. All set, all set, all set. So what'd you guys get to do yesterday? I got to chill with the family. Got to chill with the family. You know how we do. Got to have some cod yesterday, I'm pretty sure, right? DBL Moms, was it cod?
Yes, it was cod.
Yes, got to have some cod with Coach and DBL Moms and Mama Money. Got to have some cod.
Mama money, mama money.
Yes, Mama Money, Mama Money. Yes. We got to chill, have some cod. It was a good time, very good time. Got to spend it with the old family. Yes. Got to spend time with the family. Can never go wrong with that. Can never go wrong. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, everything's all set up there.
Put your tickers
All right.
in the chat.
Yes, put the tickers in the chat.
Which ones you want to look at?
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, let's get this thing started. Let's get it started. All right. Ha, hoo. Me. Hello. All right. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker.
Let's go.
And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around in the high weeds and the tall trees and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to regular ski. Other times we find her having some hibachi, or she's at Arby's with watching videos of puppies and kitties. She'll also always steal my Chinese food, and yeah. And she also called. Oh, there's nothing that like really rhymes with it.
E.
Oh,
No.
she called SLRX, SCNI, DRRX, and SGD. We call her Davion Moms.
Hey! Boy,
Yeesh.
that was a stretch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Look, you gotta pull out all the stops, man.
Seriously.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Gotta pull out all the stops.
What all the stuff?
All the stops.
All.
All of them. All them rhymes. Yes, sir. All right. And of course, it's your boy DB on this.
Let's
And
go.
ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you want access to our private Discord for only $1.99 and for the first 4 days,
Give it for a spin.
yeah, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loots, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got quite a few tickers that we have taken a look at over there. Yes, we've seen quite a few baggers. There were quite a few baggers here.
CLDI breaking VWAP.
Oh, CLDI is breaking
CLDI.
VWAP. Oh, nice. All right.
VWAP testation.
Oh, all right. That's cool. We got 3 baggers so far. SLRX 377%, SCNI 148%, and DRRX 283%. Those are all the good ones right there. We also made a video on one last night, SISI, which ran up a nice 80%. We did a video on that last night. You can check that out on YouTube. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to check that out. Let's get a share party going anyways.
Share.
Yeesh.
Party.
Yeesh. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, we got that going on right there. We got that going on. And then, of course, there were other runners that were called. There was STAI 55%, SGD 57%, SOAR 54%, CLDI 65%, and AGRI 58%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So yeah, got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. All righty. Okay. Alrighty, just gotta make sure this is there, good, and this is there. Okay, good, very good. Okay, now let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at some stonks. So CLDI. Let's take a look at CLDI. CLDI was breaking through VWAP earlier. All right, so CLDI looks like it had a nice shot upward over here. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Boom. All right. Bop right there, had a nice little shot upward. Has to break this little pennant over here for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. It went down a little bit over here. Looks like it's trying to curl back up. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Let's get some support and resistance lines. Bop right there, and bop right there. Okay, wait, a little bit more down. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. All right, so the support is at 53 cents, 63 cents, 70 cents. We don't like them top tails, DBL moms. All right.
Some volume.
Need some volume. Let's take a look at CLDI. CLDI.
No doubles.
Yeah.
Fed meeting tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Straight go up or down?
We got to see.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. What do you think? Does the Fed rate go up or down? Put it in the chat. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got some news on CLDI. First things first, CLDI Biotherapeutics Inc. This news came out yesterday, by the way. This CLDI Biotherapeutics Inc., which is the name of the company, announced a 1-for-12 reverse stock split effective August 5th. So that's going to be like a couple of days from now, actually. But today they came out with some other news that they received an FDA Fast Track designation for CLD-201 Supernova, a first-in-class stem cell-loaded viral therapy for the treatment of patients with soft tissue sarcoma. So, yeah, that's what they got going on there. All right. So, now, currently CLDI looks like it's trying to test the 86-cent resistance line over here. It's got a bottom tail. That's good. I like the bottom tails, DVO moms. We like the bottom tails.
We like them bottom tails.
It looks like it's starting to develop a little bit of a top tail, but that's okay. Fine. Break through that. Yes, all you have to do is break through. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So right now, CLDI is trying to test that 86-cent mark over there. That's what it's trying to do. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Let's check out UAVS, because UAVS was moving a little bit. It was moving. It was making some moves here and there. You know what I mean? UAVS.
UAVS.
Let's take a look at. Oh, my bad. That's not the one I was looking for. UAVS did have some news, though, that AG Eagle Aerial Systems, which is the name of the company, announces a first sale of drones in Thailand. So they're selling drones in Thailand now. Wow. Who's ringing the phone?
Hello.
Ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding. That's the phone.
Yes, I know.
Hello? It's money.
It is.
Yes, money.
It's money.
Money good.
Yeah.
Money good. Money good. Okay. So, UAVS currently at 14%. Has to hold above that 272 mark and break through that 281 mark for it to be so much schmexy to me. Now let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share it up.
Looks like CLDI is moving.
Ooh, let's see what CLDI is doing again. CLDI is moving. Let's see. CLDI broke the VWAP and also broke that little pennant we just drew. Wow. It broke through the 86-cent resistance line, too. Wow. It's currently up 63%. Wow. All right. Now, again, CLDI Biotherapeutics received an FDA Fast Track designation for CLD 201 Supernova, a first-in-class stem cell-loaded viral therapy for the treatment of patients with soft tissue sarcoma. So, that's what we got going on there. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get that share party going. Let's share it up.
In the chat.
Yes.
Let's like up the stream.
Let's like it up. Let's share it up. Let's share it up. Put the tickers in the chat. Any ticker you want to see, let us know by putting it in the chat. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We will check it out. But CLDI is currently curling its way on up nicely over here. Broke through the 86-cent mark. Has to break through 97 for it to really be schmexy to me. Right now, it looks like it's doing it, man. It's doing it a little bit. It's doing it. It's doing it.
A little bit.
Can it keep going up? Maybe. Maybe. Yeesh. So, again, and let's take a look at that floating volume. Let's take a look at the CLDI's floating volume. CLDI? Floating volume. Let me see that. All right, so the float is 29.66 million. A little bit heavy, but that's okay. All right, because the volume is 52.91 million. So the volume is a lot higher than the float. Oop. There's one thing I'm a little bit concerned about, though. The one thing I'm a little concerned about, you see this over here? It looks like a bit of a double top over there. We don't like the double tops, do we, moms? We like the double bottoms.
We sure do.
It could also potentially be maybe a cup and handle, possibly. Boom, little cup, boom, boom, and then boom. Could potentially be a cup and handle as well. Could be. Could be. Now, let's get rid of this little pennant line over here just so we can see the cup and handle a bit better. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go.
Yep.
All right. A little bit of a potential either cup and handle or double top. It's one of the two. One of the two, DVO moms.
Yes,
one of the two. So, could it potentially keep breaking up? Maybe. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Potential cup and handle, maybe. It is a bit overbought in the RSI as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is a bit overbought in the RSI. It is above the VWAP, which is at 83 cents. This stock is now at 90 cents, so it's trying to curl its way on up. Again, the float for the stock is 29 million, which is a little bit heavy, but the volume is 55 million.
Yeah,
So the volume is a lot higher than the float. That's not a bad thing. I don't see that as a bad thing at all. It's now currently 62% up. So we'll see what goes on with this stock. Can it go up? Can it make it? Is it a double top or can it go up? We will see. We shall see. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share it up.
Got it.
Let's share it up. Let's check out XGN. XGN.
XGN.
XGN. Let's see. XGN. All right, let me get another sip of water.
Yeah, sip of water.
Vota. Yes.
Vodka.
Water.
Like vodka.
It's the no not vodka. No, 9. All right. Let's see here. XGN very choppy, very much choppy, very choppy. Choposaurus Rex. It is above the VWAP. However, the VWAP's up and down all over the place too. Very choppy. Not. It was a bit overbought in the RSI earlier in the day, but now it's not. It's not overbought or oversold, but it is very choppy, very choppy. So let's take a look at. Let's take a look at the floating volume for the stock. Let's take a look at it.
The floating volume for
All right.
XGN.
XGN does have some news, so let's take a look at that floating volume first. First things first, the float is 11.02 million, which is a little heavy, but that's nothing crazy. Volume is 49,000, so
Yes.
there's not a lot of volume for the stock.
No.
They did have some news here. They got some news. There's expected U.S. company earnings on Tuesday. They reported strong Q2 results, and then they also showed a GAAP EPS of minus 21 cent misses by 6 cent revenue of 17.2 million beats by 0.89 million.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there.
We'll see
But nothing I'm particularly interested in there. That's nothing I'm particularly interested in. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? What else do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's take a look at DRRX. Let's see what DRRX is doing. DRRX. All right. DRRX did have a nice run up 283%. Had a massive run. There was a bit of a gap over here, but it did have a massive run. It is above the VWAP, still a little bit overbought in the RSI. It do be like that sometimes. It does have news that there was a shareholder alert that the Ademi firm was actually investigating whether Direct, which is the name of the company, corporation, is obtaining a fair price for its public shareholders. They also got news that that Bausch Health is actually to acquire a liver drug developer, Direct, which is the name of the company. They're basically going to acquire DRRX for $1.75 per share, and then that Bausch Health was going to acquire them for a total of $63 million. So this is an acquisition over here. DRRX is planning to basically become acquired by Bausch Health, and they got that going on right there. Currently up 263%, had a high of 283%. So that was what they got going on over there. It is above the VWAP. The VWAP price is at $1.59. Currently, DRRX is at $2.01. Currently, it did have a nice high earlier for 283%. 283%. And of course, it is a bit overbought on the RSI. That's okay. Nothing crazy. Nothing nuts. So it's okay. It's fine. It's whatever. So let's see what they got going on here. First things first, they got a bit of a pennant over Meow. Little bit of a pennant over Meow. Has to basically make its way on up. Has to make its way on up. All right. And yeah, that's what they got going on there. That is what they got going on. So let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Yes, we called DRRX. Let's see. When was DRRX called? Let me see here. DRRX was actually called, in the wee hours of the morning. 3:12 a.m. 3:12 a.m. for the private Discord. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. Yes. Be sure to check it out because there were 3 baggers already. 3 baggers already this morning. 3 baggers for the private Discord. 3 baggers. Oh my. CLDI, what are they doing now? Let me see. CLDI. All right. Oh, hold on. CLDI is being a pain in the butt. All right. Hold on. Hold on. It's doing that thing where it's gotta load, and then I gotta, you gotta sit there and be like, watch the circly thing. While we're watching the circly thing, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our wonderful 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because take a look at these beautiful charts over here. These are the charts that I'm currently using to basically check out the baggers over here. These are scanners, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is basically you look at the chart, right? It's got the percentage change, whether the stock is moving up or down, the time in which it was scanned, whether the ticker, the price, the volume, and the float, all that in one place. And you get these clickable links over here that give you an idea as to what the stock is that's moving up. What stock is it that's moving up over here? What stock is the chart basically scanning? What's the scanner looking at, right? You click on the link, it gives you all the information you need. It shows you the chart for the stock, it shows you news for the stock, it shows you all sorts of information on the stock. All you have to do is click it, bop, and then there you go. You know what I mean? And then of course we got over here the beautiful newsroom, the newsroom over here, which basically shows the lovely clickable link to the articles. So we got a bunch of articles over here. Boom. All right. So it gives articles around the clock all the time, right? And basically you click into it, you get to read the big old article. Or you get a synopsis of the article right here with clickable links as well that give you an insight on maybe certain companies that are involved in the ticker, for example. The tickers that are involved, it even shows the tickers that are involved right over here. It says, for example, on this bit of news that CNDT is involved in and is affected by this news over here. So it actually gives you a clickable link, so you could check out the ticker, you could check out the price, you could check out the charts, the whole 9 yards, all that beautiful stuff. All you got to do is check that link out, click that link and to get the 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $1.99, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. Let me get this refreshed over here. CLDI. Trying to get this thing working over here. Well, CLDI, the chart is not charting right now, but I do have the information over here. So CLDI, currently up 66%, ladies and gentlemen, has news that there was a couple bits of news actually that CLDI Biotherapeutics received FDA Fast Track designation for CLD 201 Supernova, a first-in-class stem cell loaded viral therapy for the treatment of patients with soft tissue sarcoma. So, and then cancer. And basically, they also have a fast track designation for CLD 201 as a first-in-class stem cell delivered oncolytic virus therapy for soft tissue sarcoma. So they got that there too. So it's the same thing, but I mean, they got all sorts of treatments for that. All right, and then there's also the float. The float is 29.66 million. Volume is 67.14 million, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So we got that going on. Yeah. Bobo Beebs asks for TNFA. TNFA. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see over here. Let me see. Come on now. TNFA. There we are. Boom. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at TNFA, Bobo. All right. What we got going on here? Okay, first things first with the stunk. All right, let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Let's get some support and resistance lines. All right, let's go over here. Bop. Go all the way up to bop right there. Actually, a little bit higher. There. Beautiful. Okay, so this stunk is very, very, very on the low side. Let's check out TNFA. All right, so TNFA is currently actually 15 cents right now. But TNFA has support at 13 cents, 14 cents, and 15 cents. Has to break through the 16-cent mark, 17, 18, and 20 cents as well. Those are all resistance points for it. But let's take a look at what the stunk has been doing so far. So, at TNFA, had a bit of an ABCD, A to B, boom, B to C, boom, C to D. Bop, right there. Had a nice move down there. Made a bit of a descending wedge over here. Looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit, so let's see what we got over here. another A to B, B to C, C to D. All right, and then again, A, B, C, D. And now it looks like it's making another descending wedge over here. Can it potentially curl? Maybe. It's possible. Let's take a look over here. TNFA does not have any news, though. That's the one thing. It doesn't have a news, which means it doesn't have much of a catalyst. But the float for the stock is 11.92 million, which is a little heavy, but nothing crazy, right? And then the volume is 139.52 million, which means the volume is greater than that of the float, which is good. No news though. Doesn't have any news, so it doesn't have much of a catalyst, but the volume is there. The volume's a lot higher than the float, which is good. That's awesome. That's awesome to know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The volume is a lot higher than the float. That's good. All right. It was a bit overbought in the RSI earlier today. A little bit earlier today, it was a bit overbought. But it's since gone down. It was almost at one point oversold. Almost. But then it kind of curled its way back up. And now it's not overbought or oversold. So as of now, all it really needs, in my opinion, is just some news. That's all it really needs. But it does have the float. The float is relatively reasonable. The volume is pretty good. I mean, the volume is is close to 100 times more than, actually, wait, it's way more than 100 times more than the float. So you got that going on right there, which is good. That's pretty good. Now all it really needs to do, soaring, nice. All right. So yeah, that's what we got going on. TNFA needs some news and needs the volume to start curling up in the right direction, in my opinion. But that's pretty much it for that one. All right, let's take a look at SOAR. SOAR. Let's take a look over here. Yeesh, thank you for Bobo Beeves for the comment there. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at SOAR. SOAR had some indecisive wicks in the early time. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit, but it did have a bit of a pennant over here, curled up, and now it looks like it's forming a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. Give you a mom. We don't like the top tails, DBO moms. We like the bottom tails. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bottom, tail. Yeesh. Let me get that drink. I almost said let me get that support line. No. Let me get that water.
Well, if I could just get Caitlin out of my head, maybe I could trade.
All right. Anyways. So, we got UAVS. Got that's let's take a look at UAVS. Because SOAR was moving a little bit, but now it's got a bit of a top tail. So, we'll see what happens. Could it potentially curl? Maybe. Actually, let me check out that news first. Let me check out that news for UAVS before we begin. AG Eagle Aerial Systems announced the first sale of drones in Thailand. That is the news. Let's check out the float and volume. Let's check out that float and volume. All right, so the float is 13.79 million. A little bit heavy, but nothing crazy. Volume is 3.67 million, so the volume is not as high as the float. So right now it's in my opinion. Let's check out something else right here. Let's check out AGRI. Let's see what AGRI. Oh wait, actually, UAVS. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't looking at the UAVS. I was looking at SOAR. All right, UAVS. Yeah, UAVS again but still needs volume. That's all I'm saying. Still needs volume. So UAVS needs to break this pennant over here. It's broken through the 272 mark, but it has to also break through the 281 and 294 mark for it to really be so much mexy to me. Otherwise, you know what I mean? We don't want that. We don't want that in our lives. XGN. Let's take a look at XGN. All right, very choppy. Not liking that at all. XGN has news that their expected U.S. company earnings on Tuesday, which is today, July 29th, right? And they're reporting strong Q2, but they had a GAAP EPS of minus 21 cents, misses by 6 cents, and the revenue of 17.2 beats by 0.89 million. So, got that going on there. So, wasn't exactly what they thought it was going to be. So, yeah, very choppy. Choppiness galore. Float is 11.02 million, which is a little bit heavy, but nothing crazy. Volume is 60,000, so not liking that too much. Not like that. Let's see. What else do we have here?
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to SOAR.
I'm looking back at SOAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, SOAR. Ooh. SOAR is a bit of a double top going on. Not liking that.
My.
Not liking that double top right there.
Really, no.
There's a bit of a double top at the 247 mark over there. Not feeling that. Not feeling it.
CLDI with that heavy float trying to move up again.
Oh, CLDI looks like it's trying to move up a little
Doing
bit.
some
All right. CLDI looks like it's trying to do some weightlifting. Exactly, DBL moms. All right, let's see over here. Ooh, okay. Had a bit of a shot upward, though. I'll give them that. They had a bit of a shot upward now. So then you got new support and resistance lines over here. They got support at 53 cents, 65 cents, 74 cents, 80 cents, and 86 cents. Has to break through the 94-cent mark and then the $1.06 mark for it to really be somewhat schmexy to me. It had a bit of a double top over Mya right here. Boom and boom, and it looks like it's having a bit of. Let's get rid of this over here. Looks like, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. It looks like it's having a bit of a moment. It did have a sort of a cup and handle, sort of here, but looks like it went down a little bit, and now it's testing the support line at 8. First in class stem cell loaded viral therapy and a stem cell delivered oncolytic virus therapy for treatment of patients with soft tissue sarcoma. So that's what they got going on. Again, let's take a look at their volumes, see if their volumes improved a little bit. CLDI, let's take a look and see if their volumes improved. CLDI, let's take a look and see if that volume's improved a little bit. All right, float is 29 million. Volume did improve, I'm pretty sure over here. Yes, 75 million.
Yeah.
Before it was 57 million. Now it's 75 million. Okay. All right.
Now look at that.
All right. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. All righty.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else we got
What
here.
else we got here? Let's see. SLRX CLDI.
And let's see. SLRX had a nice high of 377%. We could check it out. Why not? SLRX. SLRX, now it's moving downward because it had a really high jump, had a really crazy jump. But let's take a look at it over here. All right. It had a bit of a pennant or Mya. Boom. Then just shot up off that pennant like crazy into the stratosphere. Into the sky. Yes. And then has a bit of a descending wedge over Mya. Big old descending wedge there. But it really would need some more volume for that. It would need some more volume for that. SLRX was originally a bit overbought in the RSI originally. Then it became not overbought or oversold. Now it's leaning towards being oversold on the RSI. So can it potentially curl up? Maybe. I mean, it did shoot up nicely. It did shoot up nicely. Had a nice high of 377% right there. And yeah, it had a bit of insider buying news earlier, as well as some as well as being noted as one of the top pre-market gainers. So they had that going on right there. That's what they had going on right there. Let's see. Currently, ladies and gentlemen, though, SLRX is now up 150, but it had a high of 377%. So we got that going on. NTHI is the next one. Let's take a look at NTHI, see what they got going on. NTHI. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So NTHI is very choppy. A lot of choppiness going on over here. A lot of choppiness. Lots and lots of choppiness. Don't like the choppiness, DBL moms. Let's take a look at the float. The float is actually pretty reasonable at 7.36 million. Volume is 3.11 thousand. 311,000. So, not feeling it. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Has a bit of a top tail. A big old top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails. Yes, we do. We like the bottom tails. But beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, we also don't like choppiness. We don't like the choppiness. Too choppy. It is also a bit overbought on the RSI. So, not got. It doesn't have much going for it right now. Unfortunate for NTHI. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Share it up, share it up, share it up, share it up, ladies and gentlemen. Share with your mom. Share with your dad. Share with your brother, your sister, your cat, your dog, all that good stuff. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. What else is going on?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
What about this one here?
Oh, what we got?
I don't know. This one moving around.
NIVF?
Yeah, moving around.
Let's take a look at NIVF. NIVF, let's see. NIVF, let's see. Alright. NIVF just had a major spike.
Uh-huh.
Massive spike, but it is a Hong Kong stock as well. It is a Hong Kong stock, so I don't so I don't entirely trust it. But it had a major shoot up right over here. No news on it. That's one of the things that has me a bit suspicious is that there was no news.
Right.
But you know, it's a Hong Kong stock. They tend to do that stuff. So NIVF up 56%. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Float is 4.28 million. Volume is 2.28 million. And it looks like the volume is starting to creep up a little bit towards the float. The float is reasonable, 4.28 million. Again, volume is 2.28 million. So they got that going on. And new NIVF does have some news that NewGen announced a strategic acquisition of cytometry technology. Cytometry technology and assets to support planned U.S. expansion. So they got plans to expand into the U.S. So that's pretty good news. They did have a massive shoot upward. Now they are currently up 66%. But again, Hong Kong stock, don't fully trust it. You know how it is. Hong Kong Fooey, #1 sushi guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Anybody ever watched Hong Kong Fooey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that was a good show when I was a kid.
Really early.
That was a good show when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know if they have any more modern adaptations of it, but but it was a pretty good show. I remember watching it quite a bit when I was a kid. They had it on it's like a show with the old cartoons on it. It was called Boomerang. That was the channel. It's called Boomerang.
Right.
And it would show you like all the old cartoons, like Wacky Racers and all that good stuff. I used to watch that like every Saturday, or actually every morning before school, really. They had the Wacky Racers on early in the morning, right? They'd have Tom and Jerry, you know what I mean? They had Looney Tunes, all that good stuff, man, all that good stuff. You can never go wrong with some Looney Tunes or some Tom and Jerry.
I like some Looney Tunes.
And Tom and Jerry.
Right.
Don't sleep on Tom and Jerry.
No, we like them.
Okay? Yes.
Sure is.
Yes, which by the way was actually based off of an old, I believe an old European play. They said that it was based off of World War II slang. No. It was based off of an old European play.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Which kind of had a similar gist. So, yeah. It's
Okay.
just with a cat and a mouse.
Got it.
Gotta love it.
Uh-huh.
You can never hate that. Anyways. No, that's the true story. True story. So, yeah, apparently it was based off an old play. A little trivia. But, let's see here. So, currently NTHI, again, looks to be moving upward, but it has a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms.
Right bottom.
We like the bottom tails. Yeah. We like them bottom tails. It is a bit overbought in the RSI. NIVF needs some volume. Needs some volume. It's also a Hong Kong stock, so you know. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. All I know is in Hong Kong Fooey, the dog looked adorable with a gi. With a little martial arts gi on. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I can't hate on that. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. DBL moms?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yes.
Let me see.
You see.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Alright, let's see. Let's see here. DRRX currently up 263%. Again, they had a high of 283%. Let's take a look at them again because it looks like they're doing some stuff a little bit. Has to break through this little pennant over here. Has to break through this pennant. Not feeling that pennant though. It is above the VWAP. Above the VWAP. A little bit overbought in the RSI. A little bit overbought. A little bit overbought. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going.
Share, everybody.
Yes, and also be sure to
Share
check out our
and
4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $199. Link to join us in the description down below. You get this beautiful scanner right over here with the change, the time in which the change happened, whether the stock is moving up or down, the stock ticker, the price, the volume, the float, a bunch of clickable links that give you all sorts of information on the stocks that are being looked at by the scanner, as well as the beautiful newsroom with the article that can be clicked. It's a clickable article. You get access to that. You get access to the ticker. You get to see the ticker that is currently being affected by said article. And I think the phone is ringing. Bring! Bring! Yeah, and just like that phone is ringing, ring that bell icon.
Ring it.
Yes, ring it good. Yes, on YouTube, ring that bell icon. See, that was kind of a smooth one. That was kind of smooth, wasn't it?
That was smooth.
That was a smooth transition.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
That was good. Yeah.
I had an Eddie Murphy one. I like that one. Yes. Had a bit of an Eddie Murphy moment. I love Eddie Murphy. Favorite comedian ever. Anyways, NTHI, or actually, excuse me, DRRX. Give me. DRRX. All right. Has news that Bausch Health is trying to acquire liver drug developer Direct, which is the name of the company, by the way, for $1.35 per share, and they're going to acquire them for $63 million. And there's written communication now relating to third-party tender offer in the form of a Form SC14D9C. So they got that going on right there. Yeesh. Yeesh. So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much it for me.
Yes.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, the link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. You know how it is. The moolah, the loot, the cashola. There were a couple of baggers that were found on our on our private Discord link there, ladies and gentlemen. Click that link. Be sure to check it out in the description and the pinned comment section. Be sure to check it out. But there were some beautiful tickers that were also baggers. So, 3 baggers so far. SLRX 377%, SCNI 148%, and DRRX 283%. And then when there were also some runners, there was SISI 80%. We actually did a video on that last night. You should be sure to check that out on our beautiful YouTube channel. The Yobetobis. Yeah, be sure to check that out, and also like, comment, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, because that was last night's video, SISI, and it ran up a nice 80%, STAI 55%, SGD 57%, SOAR 54%, CLDI 65%, and AGRI 58%, ladies and gentlemen. Just made different, man. Can't nobody do it like us anyways. But, yeah, that's what they got going on so far. That is what they got going on. Right. Yeesh. And currently, yeah, we're just chilling like villains here. And yeah, be sure to check us out on YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money, where we do lots of live streams. We do lots of stock market analysis. We do lots of videos of stock market analysis, shorts of stock market analysis, motivational shorts, all sorts of cool stuff. Check that out on our YouTube channel. Again, that's at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. And then we got our X.com, aka Twitter, where we do lots and lots of stock market analysis. We do live streams. We do all sorts of cool stuff there. You can find us there at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on Twitch, where we do lots of live streaming at Coaching Money. at Coaching Money. You can find us on x.com. Excuse me. We already did. Oh, wait, x.com. Did we do x.com? All right, we'll do it again. We can x.com.
X.
I meant to say Facebook, but I said x.com because like I
X.com.
saw a
You
little.
got that right.
I saw a little message pertaining to x.com. That's why I was like x.com. But we do that again at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. You can find us there at Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money.
And then you can find us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, a.k.a. the Tac Tac.
Tac.
The Tac Tac, yes, the Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Much love. It's Double Nicks. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. As watching videos of puppies, kitties. She also likes to steal my lo mein and my Chinese. We call her DBL Moms. Yeesh. So, that's pretty much it. Much love, ladies and gentlemen. And take care. Have a good one. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.